Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today. Autumn is in Denver. Hi, Autumn. Welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave and John. How are you doing today?
Better than we deserve. What's up?
So my husband and I have quite the conundrum. We've been together for 15 years, married for almost 13 of those. We love each other very much, and we'd love to stay married. But we feel like we've tried everything when it comes to managing our finances, and we just can't seem to agree. The last step that we have not tried is divorcing our finances. So I'm calling to ask if we should divorce our finances.
What would that get you?
Well, let me give you a little bit more background. So we met at 21 and 24 respectively and had equal amounts of student loan debt. So we both had about $20,000 each. So we decided the easiest thing to do would be combine our finances. We were young, we didn't have any assets, so it just made sense. So, however, we both come from very different financial backgrounds, and I tend to be on the offense and he tends to be on the defense. And we both feel like we're pulling each other and dragging each other along on a path financially that we don't want to be on. He was pretty steeped in FIRE, the Financial Independence Retire Early movement, and would prefer to spend less and retire very early. He's 39, I'm 36, for perspective. He'd like to be retired tomorrow if he could. And I prefer a slower burn. I'd rather make smart decisions, sound investments, and work harder and earn more to achieve our goals and lead maybe a more comfortable lifestyle.
So if he retired today, what would he do with the rest of his life?
Well, things that he enjoys. He'd probably still make money, but that's always the question that I have asked him.
He's built a life he doesn't enjoy.
Not necessarily. He just doesn't like to work.
So let me just cut to it. This ends in ash, Autumn, because y'all aren't dealing with the core issue. The core issue is you're trying to live two independent lives next to each other in the same bed. And until you decide on, we want our life to look like this, and we're going to reverse engineer it starting today to build it together, you're going to be like Jim Halpert and Michael Scott. You're going to be co-managers of this thing, and then eventually it falls completely apart.
Well, we've made it work for the 15 years, that we've been together.
You absolutely have. And I had a 1994 F-150 that I duct taped and glued together and made work for a lot longer than it should have.
So you're saying there's not a healthy way to divorce our finances and stay married?
And I'm going to tell you, the further along you go trying to pretend that...
John, what John's saying is when you agree on your spending and saving goals, you've agreed on your life.
On your life.
And your values. And you're not in agreement on those things. You don't have a husband, then you have a roommate.
So we actually come up with a yearly budget, annual budget. We do a P&L.
Hey, Autumn, if you want to do it, go do it. But you called and asked us.
We're not talking about budgets. We're talking about your budget reflects unified values, and you don't have that. You have two independent people trying to live independent lives and call it something that it's not.
Okay. So you haven't seen, I know there's other people out there that have separated their finances and say it was the best thing, because...
Oh, Lord Jesus.
They can. Knock your lights out. You called me and asked me. They can say everything that they want. Great. What I'm telling you is this isn't about money. Hear me say that it's not about your money. It's not about your finances.
One of the key things we learned in studying 10,000 millionaires was none of them said, I drugged my spouse into this, kicking and screaming. Almost all of them said, I had a unified plan with my spouse that caused us to be able to achieve these goals. You are dreaming. This is not going to happen. It's bad relationally. It's bad mathematically. It's bad financially. You're wrong. Don't do it. This is The Ramsey Show.